Season 3's release has made me figure out the entire Fortnite storyline and its origin story, especially on the side of the IO and the last reality. I legit turned into that one meme with the crazy nerd just going crazy furious out of everything is connected, all of that. Like, look at my tweets in Twitter, god damn. But now, how does Season 3 shows us the entire Fortnite storyline, especially its origin story? When did the war of last reality versus the Imagine Order began? The origin story of the Cube Cradle, the 5 main realities in the Fortnite universe, how this is the Fortnite version of Bifrost and Stellan is Fortnite version of Heimdall. But most importantly, how the 7, the IO, the last reality, the syndicates, or every single Fortnite storyline character, the main ones come from these 5 core realities of the Omniverse. So get ready to see when Donut Mustard was saying everything in Fortnite storyline is connected, he was never lying. It all started because of the kinetic ore. Everything began 10,000 or even millions of years ago. A jungled realm with a material unlike any other. A material that can manipulate light, create the craziest technology you can ever imagine and change the fabric of life. This material was kinetic ore. When found by the people of this jungle reality, they researched into it and things they could do with it. The people of this jungle became scientists, visionaries, the most powerful reality ever known. They created technology which was impossible before the kinetic ore was found. And all of these happened 10,000 or millions of years in the past. But suddenly the biggest evolution happened. They created this telescope with the kinetic ore. A telescope which could see into 5 other realms. One being the Oathbound Kingdom realm, the Mega Realm Empire, the Frozen Kingdom, and the last or 2 more, which will be the Tease Desert reality and the Volcano. These people want to create a connection with the other realms, so they created the Fortnite version of the Bifrost, a technology which would project you into another realm you choose and rift you there slowly, and putting a Stellan in charge of being the Rift Warden of this device, using the kinetic ore, manipulating the light to give him powers to see into realities and feel things we do not. But I kind of think it's not our Stellan. His memories are really messy and he doesn't even know who he is. The interesting part though, Slow knows what exactly he is, so maybe Stellan could be just a snapshot of the true Rift Warden. But this is where exactly everything changes. For the first time, traveling between realities safely is possible, and so the jungle people go to these 5 realms. Then from this point, they share some of their kinetic ore and build bridges between each other, connecting all the realities into this temple. So the people of these realms got mixed up, and beings like the King of Oathbound Geno and the others became scientists too. All of the 5 realities together, researching the kinetic ore and building technology out of it. Each reality making their own version of technology from it, which to me kinda means that there should be 2 more kinetic weapons that we get in the future. Then these people also change themselves with the new magic and the technology, becoming more powerful and control elements like water or sand. Even the Golden Touch Curse seems to be the creation from this reality and the cubes, the same one that Midas used, created from the manipulation of light. Everything was going great until the 5 realities now find something new to manipulate than light. They find darkness. Light being everything at the 0 point, while darkness being what there was before existence and then nothing. Once the realities try getting powers from the darkness, the nothing awakens and can speak to them now. Once he sees these 5 realms being at such high connection, he imagines a perfect ordered realm. A single reality where all these 5 connected connected realms come together and forge into one single connected realm. No more need of a Bifrost-like technology to travel between them. This sounds great and all, but there's a counter to it. Every other reality would be destroyed to darkness, and all weak must die, so only the perfect and order lives on. Why the Nothing wants this is because that would mean 95% of all Omniverse would be owned by him once again, and only 5% of realities would be owned by the Everything. This would be amazing for the Nothing and kind of for the 5 other realities, but terrible for every single other realm from thousands or even millions of it. This imagination of the Nothing gets shown by him to Geno, Queen of the Jungle People, and the other 3 kingdoms and empires who rule the other 3 realms, which means that the Ice King could have actually been the ruler of the frozen reality, and while the Fire King figured out about his imagination, he wanted that to happen. And maybe the Ice King did not agree with the imagination of the Nothing, so he froze his knights. Most of the rulers actually liked the idea of their reality being forged into one, so they start building the technology to begin the fracture event. But something happens here and everything goes wrong. What exactly begins the Fortnite storyline and everything we have gone through? The 5 kingdoms and realities start disagreeing with each other about the plan of creating the last reality. They get forced into choosing between 2 ideas. One idea being the Nothing, which is the perfect order, while the other on Everything's side being a natural order. The Cube Queen, who you can see many dead people graves in her reality, takes the role as ruler of bringing the last reality plan into reality. So most of the realities join and fight under the rule of the Cube Queen, Queen of the Jungle. But one king hates this idea, that is Geno. Geno decides to stay on the side of light, not leaving it and inviting whoever that wants to join his side. This tears the piece apart, creating 2 armies constantly fighting each other. Army of the Nothing, who make darkness their main energy, the last reality. And Army of the Imagine Order, who keeps being on the side of the light, using it to stop the last reality from destroying all other realms and forging these 5 realities into one. Even the 7. Origin used to be on the side of darkness, while Foundation and the rest were on the side of light and IO. But the 7 now think that Geno is not worthy of leading this army to defeat the last reality. That is exactly why Foundation quits IO and creates the 7 to take over the 0 point himself instead of Geno. He thinks that Geno is not worthy of this role anymore, and he is also being corrupted by the idea of perfection instead of natural order. I said protect the 0 point because the key to begin all the plans of forging the 5 realities together is the 0 point. This is exactly why the 0 point at the moment is locked in the jungle realm and ready to bring all the 5 realms together. The key needed for the lock to begin the plan has unlocked the door. Geno, exactly for this reason, locked up the 0 point away from hands of anyone else. He didn't want the last reality to reach and finally grab this key. But the 7 freeing the key ruined Geno's plan and allowed the last reality to make everything go as they have manipulated it. That is exactly why every time 0 point got revealed, Geno got extremely worried. Also, I said manipulated because as the song says, people of this jungle became visionaries and could see visions of the future after they evolved themselves. If you want more information on seeing the future, I have this video link in the description. So the people from this realm predicted most of the things happening at the moment. But let's go back to when exactly the IO and the last reality got created. At this moment, it seems like that the IO created a defense system, which is the loop, to protect the 0 point, keeping it away from the last reality. So they all abandoned the jungle. For the last reality, they created their new home and their weapon, which is the Cube Cradle made out of the kinetic ore. This planet was built so they can use it to travel between realities and destroy the ones that are not part of the 5 main realities. Kinetic ore is in every single reality's technology, technology. The IO, the 7, the United Syndicates, they all use it, but the difference is they only have limited amount of this technology and they're not awakened and they're just a normal kinetic ore. The last reality has the refined kinetic ore with its full potential because the root of this material is their home world. That is exactly why when the fracture event happened, Amy and the found said that this kinetic ore is not like what they know of. What they know is the basic ore. But because the jungle reality was under us this whole time, it awakened the kinetic ore on the island and made it have their full potential. So yes, the fracture live event and this map being made was the last reality's plan, and Paradigm did not make the realities come together herself. She only made the 0 point begin the plan of fracture and forging these 5 realities together. Yes, that means that Paradigm did what exactly nothing and the last reality were trying to reach all this time. That is exactly why right away when season 1 starts, the Shapeless Man starts to manipulate the Stellan, and he forces the Stellan into creating the Rift Gate out of the kinetic ore. That is what makes me think that maybe the Shapeless Man is the true Stellan, not the snapshot, but that's a theory for another video. But the question is, why would Paradigm begin such a plan? She is going against what the 7 and the Imagine Order off to stop. Like, is she evil now? Well, no. Paradigm did this because she thinks that Dr. Son and Geno can use this to their advantage. This is exactly why Paradigm called this plan risky in the trailer and why she said it's your turn now. She was talking to Geno and Dr. Stone. They need to take over the fractured island and use it against the last reality. The most risky plan ever, but the only hope we have. And another theory I have is about how the cube came inside of the map in season 5. It was because of the Rift Warden of Last Reality seeing the creation of this rift. So the rift being made revealed the location of 0 point to the last reality, and they sent one of their technology into the map for beginning their mission of takeover. The 7 are goddamn the reasoning everything about the IO went wrong. Wow. But they're still doing the right thing, just not the right way. Good boy, good boy. To understand all of this, you also need to know how exactly the last reality sees into future. So click on this video on your screen.